Hello, everybody. Welcome to my CCT302 individual assignment campaign. And today's presentation, I'm going to talk about one kind of product you might have heard of. It's called plant-based meat product. And so today's presentation's topic is going to be meat, but not meat. And my name is Xiongliang Hu. You can call me Leon. And I'm here today to represent my firm, Xiongliang Limited. First, let's look at the outline. I'm going to introduce the companies first to let you guys get a rough idea of what we do. And then I'm going to introduce the product. Later, we'll talk about the market, specifically the target market that our company is planning to sell the products to. And later, I'm going to introduce some of the platforms, well, mostly social media platforms we're going to be using to advertise our products. Shortly after that, we're going to introduce some of the ways that we use to maintain our customers. And just after that, I'm going to introduce our budget. I'm going to let the investors know and how we spend our money, how we spend your money, how we are planning to maximize the funds that we receive from you guys, well, hopefully in the future. And finally, we're going to introduce some of the ways that we use to control feedback and to measure our success. About the company, Xiongliang Limited is a Chinese company that is dedicated to help people to eat healthier and better. It's located in Hunan Province, Haiyan City, China. The reason I'm locating my company in Haiyan City, which is a third-tier city, is because I'm from there, and that gives me the advantage of I'm more familiar with the environment, and I know what people, especially people young my age, want, and so that helps me design the product and sell the product. It currently has 4 board of directors, and I am the CEO of the company. And our company's startup capital is 5 million yuan, which is approximately 1 million Canadian dollars. Although this is not much, but we plan to spend most of our money in research and development so we can maximize and design the best products for our customers. And our company's mission is don't kill chickens for just fried chickens. Of course, we don't just develop fried chickens. We are planning to develop all sorts of plant-based meat products, and this is one of them. This is one representation because I know how much young people love fried chickens. And let's dive into the product. So, what is plant-based meat product? It's essentially meat tastes like. So it tastes exactly like meat, but it's not made of meat. It's made 100% from vegetables. The reason we want to develop plant-based meat products is because it is much healthier, it is much better for the environment, and it doesn't involve killing any animals. So let's look at some of the cases and some of the reports, news articles. This is from CGBC. It says, is fake meat better for you or the environment? Well, let's look at the highlighted portion. He actually says that plant-based meat has the potential to be healthier than regular animal meat because it can be engineered to contain more protein. So one of the reasons that people can't get rid of eating meat, actual meat, is because meat does contain, well, usually more proteins than vegetables. But essentially, with newest technology, we can engineer our plant-based meat product to have more proteins than regular vegetables. And This is from another website. This is actually talking about the collaboration between Kentucky Fried Chicken and Beyond Meat, which is also another company that develops plant-based meat product. It says KFC sold out of vegan chicken in just 5 hours on Tuesday. That is last year, in June, and this is just crazy how people want to eat fried chicken, but they know fried chicken just has too much calories and it's really not healthy for their body. This is just to show you how much our market is, how big our market actually is, and how much we can do in this market. Another reason that we want to sell this plant-based meat product is because it is actually becoming more acceptable to non-vegans. So, because our target market is China and Chinese, and traditionally a lot of Chinese they don't actually feel comfortable eating meat substitutes. They just want the actual meat, and we want to let them know in this campaign that plant-based meat is not just a meat substitute. It's much more than just food. It helps us save the environment. It helps us save the animals. It has more nutritions. And in this research, it says a growing body of research has linked the consumption of red meat to problems such as heart disease, cancer, and diabetes. And our plant-based meat product is not going to have such problems. And that is another advantage that we have. Since plant-based meat is new, there are many forms of substitute. That's also the reason we are pitching our project to you, is because we want to receive more funds on our research and development department, so we can develop a lot more than just the things we have right now. Like Beyond Meat has their chicken with KFC, and Impossible Foods has their um, beef substitute. We believe we can make a lot more than that. So, the market analysis. We believe plant-based meat in China has a huge potential. There's little to none competition in plant-based meat product market. Some of the top plant-based meat production companies in the world have not yet entered the Chinese market, such as Impossible Foods, a Mexican fast food chain, um, Cadoba, and such as Beyond Meat. Although there's not many that buys plant-based meat product, but researchers say the demand for plant-based meat will increase in the near future. And let's look at some of the articles. According to SupChina, the Chinese government was already aiming to cut the country's meat consumption by half by the year 2030. And demand for plant-based meat is surging in China, the world's leading consumer and importer of pork, as concerns about swine disease and possible links between animal meat and the coronavirus pandemic spur many customers to rethink their diet and health. This is just to show you the rough idea of why China, this country of 1.4 billion people, is has so much potential for our plant-based meat product. And here, AP News says China becoming battleground for plant-based meat makers. Essentially describes the rivalry between Impossible Foods and Beyond Meat, that both trying to get their entry license approved by the Chinese government. And this is an advantage that we have, is that we are a Chinese company and we don't need an entry license. We just need the technology and we want to get the funds to just dive right into the research and development. And competition is heating up in China's fake meat industry as domestic plant-based meat brand Zen Meat launches 2 new products aimed at satisfying the appetites of local consumers. Although there's not many competition, but there is some, such as Zen Meat. So we want to move fast. We want to campaign our products fast. We want to get in touch with our customers fast, so we can retain more customers than them. And here's our pesto analysis. First, political. The Chinese government has shown determination to reduce meat consumption, like I just showed you in the article. And there's also another advantage for us because the tension between China and the USA is high. The Beijing government and Washington, they because of the trade war that's going on in the past 2 years, and we believe as a Chinese company targeting a Chinese audience, we have this advantage over American companies such as Beyond Meat. And also due to the pandemic, the Chinese government has enforced a stricter regulation on meat import. Um, that means a recent news has shown that some of the frozen meat that the Chinese government has imported, um, it actually they have detected coronavirus on the frozen meat. So we believe when they reduced the import on foreign meat, um, it actually creates um, food demand from our side. Economical factors such as due to the pandemic this year, companies have to undergo more inspections than usual. So it may impact our production and sales. And this is an inevitable cost that we have foreseen. So I don't think this is going to be much of a problem. And also, the pandemic has deterred the consumers' purchasing power because people are going out less. Um, this um, I don't think this will be another huge problem for us too, because we have our delivery apps, and I believe that having these apps is going to help us sell our products. So, and regarding the purchasing power, we believe as long as we have enough, we have the mature technology to help us reduce our costs, we can lower the price to help the customers um, purchase our products. The social factors are we as a Chinese company has a huge advantage because Chinese consumers are biased towards Chinese-based companies such as Huawei. And this has been a phenomenon that's been going on in China, is that the Chinese consumers, they're really passionate and compassionate about Chinese companies. They're really proud of their own products going overseas. So when we campaign our products, I believe it is better for us to label the flag Chinese company on our product, and it's really going to help our sales in the domestic market. But there's also a disadvantage, which is that many areas Chinese believe meat consumption is necessary. For example, during holidays, people would actually kill live animals and cook them right away for celebration. And this is not going to help us because our plant-based meat product, they're all made in factories. So they come in packages. So they don't really have the celebration vibe that some of the traditional Chinese are looking for. So this may hurt our sales a little bit. In terms of technology and legal problems, The unique Chinese social media platforms serve our product well, such as TikTok, WeChat, Weibo, and Zhenjian. Because the huge number of users, it is easier to market our product. Also, food regulations in China aren't as strict as they are in the West. So if we adapt the model and technology that big corps have developed, it's easier for us to, avoid legal problems. And lastly, environmental factors. The biggest advantage that our product has is that it is very environmentally friendly. Um, and the business environment that we are in is that it's currently present to us indicates huge opportunities, like those previous articles that I just showed you. So let's get into the target market. Our main target market is going to be Chinese consumers who like to substitute high calories meat, such as burgers. We think that demographic, our focused target audience would be people less than their 40s because they're more acceptable to new things. And one particular group is young people who want to eat healthy to become fit, but usually cannot keep away from high calories food. Well, I'm one of them. And geographically, we are separating the Chinese market into three parts: northern China, southern China, and Hui race. Because of different traditions that the northern Chinese and the southern Chinese have, we are treating them separately. And one special group is the Hui race, which is just like the Muslims. Most of them practice Islam, and because their habits of not eating beef or pork, we believe our plant-based meat substitutes will likely attract them to try what beef and pork taste like without actually eating them, so without offending and betraying their belief. This may get a little sensitive as along the way, but we'll develop more strategies to counter that. And in terms of behavioral target market, we have separated them into two main categories. One is that people are aware of plant-based food but haven't tried it. People aware who are just not aware of plant-based food. People who are aware of plant-based food, tried it but not often purchase it or has no way purchased it. That's why we need our campaign to show them that there is a way, and our product is actually very close to our customers. And for those who are not aware of plant-based food, this just gives another reason why we need this campaign, why advertising on social media platforms is a must, is necessary, and it's actually just not for our benefits, but for their benefits too. So let's get into some of the platforms I'm going to be using. And the first one is TikTok. It is currently the hottest social networking platform in the world right now. And according to CNBC, TikTok in China has over 600 million daily active users. And that's a lot. And well, another thing about TikTok is that it's very easy to advertise on, and it's very personalized. It helps you can choose specific area and you can choose a specific target market that you want to advertise uh, your product on. And there are two ways that you can advertise on TikTok. One is through official channel, which is through the TikTok channel, and one is you do a collaboration with the TikTok celebrities, and they can help promote your products in their videos, and both work pretty well. Another platform that we're planning to use is WeChat. WeChat is what Chinese use, and it's very similar to Facebook. There are also two ways that we can advertise on WeChat. One's called WeChat Moments Ads, and one is called WeChat Banner Ad, and it works within WeChat official account. And through WeChat Moments Ads, we can because WeChat is actually a closed friend circle. You can only talk to and chat with the friends that you have added on your app. And so through advertising on WeChat Moments, we can get we don't just advertise to one person, we advertise to a group of people that actually they are friends with each other. And through WeChat official account, we can gain followers. It's just like TikTok, but it's through words and pictures, and it works very similarly to Instagram, and it targets very specific followers. And some of the alternatives that we have are website promotion and holiday sales that we're going to be conducting that through our website. And finally, we are thinking of doing a collaboration with fast food restaurants. We for that we are following how Kentucky Fried Chicken, KFC, with Beyond Food, and we want to follow their business model, and from that we create our unique business models. Next, let's look at customer maintenance. There are four things that we can do to maintain our customers. The first is membership. Second is exclusive deals to those members. And thirdly is customer service. And fourth is product check. So for membership, we're thinking of promoting that through our website and through our local retail stores. This is designed for those members and customers that are looking in a long-term relationship with us, and we can provide exclusive deals to them on weekends, on the holidays, to attract them to come back and purchase more our plant-based meat product. Also, we want to provide a good customer service, so that people, whenever people have complaints and comments, good comments, they can post that on our website. And for product check, we want to have a scheduled regularly product check to make sure that our customers are getting the best services and tasty food that they can get. This is a rough budget chart that we have for our campaign. First is TikTok promotion. TikTok is unlike WeChat Moments and WeChat official account. It is not CPC or CPM. Um, TikTok promotion works like you set a goal on WeChat on TikTok, and you set, let's say we are aiming at gaining 100,000 views um, each time we post our ad, and roughly for 100,000 views, it costs 5,000 RMB. That's roughly 1,000 Canadian dollars. And we want to do that 6 times a month. So that would gain us 6,000, 600,000 views per month. And that would cost us 6,000 CAD. For WeChat Moments ads, it is CPC, so cost per click. So whenever people click on our ad, we pay that. And the daily cost is we estimate it as 5,000 RMB also, and it's roughly 1,000 Canadian dollars. So that would be 30,000 Canadian dollars per month. And for WeChat official account, it's very similar too. And we estimated that as 65,100 RMB, and that gets us to 1,300 Canadian dollars. So that would be 39,000 Canadian dollars. And those three platforms are going to be the three main social media platforms we're working with. And if there's more, we will work on that in the future. And because we want to have a complete team to provide good customer services, mostly online, we are not considering labor cost for local retail stores for now. So we want to hire a team of 10, and the labor cost is going to be 90 to 100 RMB, so roughly 300 Canadian dollars a day for 10 labor workers working in Hainan, China. So monthly is going to be 90 to 100 Canadian dollars. So total gets us to 85,200 Canadian dollars. These two are the two sample ads that I'm planning to show you today. And on the left is a screenshot of our video for the TikTok ad. And it says, "This is not a burger, but only better." We want to emphasize that our product is much better than a meat product, and it helps you become fit, become healthier. And the second is the WeChat Moments ad. So whenever the ad is posted on WeChat Moments, I want to emphasize it again. Your friends and the very targeted, the very specific audience can see it. So if I want to post this ad, I want the people who actually live in Hainan to see this ad, so they can come visit our local retail store to get more information about our products and our companies. And there's some of the references that for our budget. So here I'm choosing, on the left, it says female and male, 18 to 30 years old, and I'm targeting Hainan City. And for approximate view of 75,000, I actually have to pay 3,000 RMB. And this is from the official WeChat page that shows you how much we have to pay to advertise on third tier city in mainland China, which here is 6 RMB for one CPM. And this is for WeChat banner ad on WeChat official account. And this shows you the average salary that people can pay in Hainan. So this is where I get my estimates from for my local labor cost. And lastly, we have our feedback control. There are 4 things we can do. First is monitor the fans increase daily. And second is the comments they post on our website or on TikTok or on WeChat official account. And third, we adjust our budget whenever there is emergency. And fourth is we should always have alternative measures. Let's say whenever TikTok or WeChat are not working out, we can switch to Weibo, Renren, or any other offline advertising platforms. So that should be all, and thank you all for coming today, and thank you and have a good day.